I will share with you a couple of tricks that is going to supporting you to overcome objection, but there is something else here that I need to share today with you. Your ideal client will never say any of those things. And this is really essential that you listen to this carefully. The right client is not going to say, I can't afford this. I don't have time for this. I don't know if this is going to work, or my money are too low. And no, this is not the right investment. No, I already worked with someone like you in the past, so I already bought this product from someone else in the past, and I didn't like it. It didn't work. So we have to change this right here, right now. Your right customer, it will never say that. So, for example, I share with you what I am doing. When I receive those objections, I can't afford this and blah, 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 I don't try to push the sales because I know that person is not my ideal client right now. It doesn't mean that they are not going to be the ideal client in the future. I am not saying that. Maybe they are, but I don't push because the ideal client of Sarah, which is the ideal client of you as well, they will say, where do I pay? Send me the link or send me the contract. Send me everything by email because I want to pay now, right here, right now. And that's the client that you want to work with, because I can guarantee you that when you push the sales and you really push people to buy and you try to overcome all of those objections, like so many people share online, you should reply in this way, you should do in this way. And in the past, this is the same that I did. And guess what? I end up really stressed out, very frustrated in my business because I was overcoming objection and I was doing that really well. I was following the script, I was following all the tips, and it did work. But I was attracting and I ended up working with clients that didn't watch my course at all, that didn't pay me, always failed payment. Sometimes they also decided to pull out from the program because they was blaming me that the program didn't work, when in the end it didn't work because they didn't take action. So that's the reality. So I end up really frustrated. And I ask myself, why this is happening? And I was going through the sales process with this client, and it was there a lot of red flag. One of the red flag, it was try me to convince them to buy. And it was me try to persuade them and say, you should buy this, and try to overcome all of those objections and fighting with the customer to make the sales. And I end up very unhappy, very frustrated, and with a lot of issue in my business. So I'm here to share with you that you shouldn't overcome any objection at all, which is completely different based on what the majority of people say about sales. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because you want to work with clients that really value your work, because those clients are the best one. And here is where you have to make a choice. So the choice is this one. You have to decide which type of business owner you are and which type of client you want to work with. So if you want to sell to so many people and you choose the quantity over quality, go ahead and I can send you the script. Actually, I will upload the script below in the description. You can use my script and you can overcome all the objection that you want. And it works because it's something that I tested. It's something that it really works. So when you overcame those objections using my script, you sell. Truly, you do. So if it's that your goal to close as many sales as possible and you don't care about the quality, overcame objection. Like really, overcame all of them without any problem at all. If you want to work with clients that are not going to give you any trouble at all, and you want to work with high quality customer, don't push. Because when you push, you are trying to convince someone else that you are great, that your product is amazing, and that you can help them. The right customer, it will not require that. It doesn't mean that the customer doesn't have questions. So there is here a little bit of difference that we need to do. The customer have the right to ask you as many questions as possible. So I overcame objection when clients have questions, for example, because they want to know more about the program, they want to know if it's the right fit to them or things like that, but I don't push the sales. Never. Especially when I have those couple of red flags. I don't have money, this is not the right time, all of those things, because I know that when they're doing that, they are not ready. So I just leave it. It doesn't mean that I'm not keeping nurturing them. It doesn't mean that I'm not keeping having a relationship with them. I do. But I know that right now, when they say in this way, is not the right time. So I don't push the sales. I'm just moving to the next one. And I just keep building relationship with them until they are ready to work with me. Or maybe they're never going to be ready, which is totally cool. And this is something that I suggest you to do as well. Because you want to grow sustainably. And this is why I don't do membership. For example, I don't do membership because membership are very draining, and membership are for the average customer. And I don't know about you, I don't want to work with the average customer. I want to work with high quality premium client, because that's how I have sustainability in my business. Because if I work with too many people that are not the right client, I feel very drained energetically, very frustrated, very stressed. And that's when also I have trouble in my business, because I don't deliver a great service to my other client and my business doesn't grow, it doesn't scale. So if you want to scale your business from 2K to 5K, from 5K to 10K, from 10K to 20K, it doesn't matter the number, you need to put in place this strategy. You need to learn to work with the right customer, because the right customer always will afford your price, always, and they will just pay. So they will simply ask you, where do I pay? And they just pay. Really, they do that if they are the right one. So I really have a different approach to sales, and you see this already in the previous 3 episodes, that I have a very total different approach to sales. And I have been in sales, ladies, from when I was 18. I have a lot of experience in sales, and I did different tactic, different strategy. I tested pretty much everything, and I have arrived at this conclusion now that for me, sales need to be easy. And the best way for me to keep this easy is not forcing people to buy the academy, because the right customer, it doesn't need too many information neither. And they will ask you questions, which is fair, which is okay. But when I see they are procrastinating and they say, I will think about it, or I will talk with you later on, I will call you back again maybe in a few days or in a week, I know that that's not the right client for me, because the right one, we just have the sales meeting, the sales conversation, and then they buy. They buy in 24 hours, 48 hours maximum, they buy. And that's the right client. And that's how you should also sell, to make sure that you have an easy process. Because on the other side of the coin, why we are so stressed about sales? We are so stressed because we push with the wrong prospect. And the wrong prospect is the one that doesn't want to buy because we have the money to do things. We always have the money to do things. And if the person that you want to work with, they really value what you do and they really want to do it, they just do it. Because today we have social media, email, website, so we have so much stuff going on. If someone if you build a relationship with them already and you did what I suggest you to do in the past 3 episodes, when you arrive here at the sales call, like you did the sales call last episode, when you arrive here, you don't have objection. Literally, you don't, because we have the money to do things. We always have the money to do things. And if the person that you want to work with, they really value what you do and they really want to do it, they just do it. Because today we have social media, email, website, so we have so much stuff going on. If someone if you build a relationship with them already and you did what I suggest you to do in the past 3 episodes, when you arrive here at the sales call, like you did the sales call last episode, when you arrive here, you don't have objection. Literally, you don't, because you pre-qualify the lead in the beginning. So you haven't arrived at the moment of selling without pre-qualify the lead. So you remember the first episode? If you don't remember, re-listen to it. So you qualify them. You just started to seduct them through free resources, advice, you're just building relationship with them and you make them trust you, and then you ask them to go out for dinner. So if you did the first 3 parts right, they will buy. If they don't, it is not the right client. It means that next time, before you jumping into the sales conversation, you need to really understand better the prospect in front of you before actually asking for the sales. Because the ultimate goal, it is having people asking you the sales, not you asking for the sales. The ultimate goal is having people inquire about your work, about your service, and then they just pay. It's not about chasing people, because when we chase, it's really stressful chasing people, ladies. And this is why sales are very stressful, because we always try to chase and convince people that we are worthy of be paid. And that's not attractive. That's desperation. I call this desperation. So you sounds desperate. And that's a very negative and not attractive energy. I can guarantee you that. It is not attractive at all. So I don't chase. I don't chase at all. And I know that by doing that, I actually make more sales because I don't push people. I don't convince people. I just show to people what I can do for them. And I trust, and this is another exercise that we do at the Academy constantly with my client. I trust that my client is an adult, of course, because I don't work with kids. So I trust that my client knows what is best for them. I work with empowered women. I don't work with women that are not feeling great about themselves, for example. I really make sure that I work with people that they can make their own decision. And I trust my client that they can make their own decision. I don't need to chase them. I need to make sure that I build a really great conversation and relationship with them to make sure they trust me. I send them free resources so they can see that I am good at what I'm doing. And they can also, I am the right fit for them, of course. So I make sure that I deliver as many free things as possible to earn the trust that, of course, they need to have in me before investing high ticket with me, which is fair, understandable, and I'm loving giving free resources when I'm building relationship with my prospect. But then I trust that they will take action. If they don't take action, it means they're not ready. And I'm not gonna force someone to do a program with me, because that is going to be a nightmare for them and for me as well, and for the other people that are in my container, because we have to make sure that we have the right energy in business. Because especially if you work with people and you have a relationship with them constantly, if it's a service-based your business, you need to be mindful about who you work with, because your client is going to drain your energy, and then this is going to affect your future sales and the service that you deliver to your current customer as well. So this is very essential, ladies. And there is something coming up that we're gonna launch before the end of the year. So be ready, because it will be all around this. How to make sure that people will messaging you. So you don't need to chase people and send a message. And this is like very juicy, and I can't wait to share this with you. But to come back to this, I really encouraging you to get really grounded. And my tips for you today is doing the first part of the other 3 episodes that I shared with you. And then I'm really encouraging you to work on your marketing message, because that's where the problem is. If your marketing is not clear, if it's confusing, if it doesn't talk with the client that you want to attract, which is a premium client, right? Someone that is ready to buy from you. And if you are not speaking to them in your marketing, they will not messaging you and they will not ask you to buy. So it's very essential now that you focus on your marketing message. And I'm planning to do a couple of episodes around this when we finish our sales series next week, and I'm going to share with you a little bit more about the marketing message and how I help my client to redefine their marketing message, and then that's how they make money, because your product, it's probably already really good, and the fact that you are not making the sales that you want to make is because your marketing message, it is not clear, which is why Fuel Your Business with Confidence, it's all about this. We focus on your offer creation, and then we focus on your marketing message, and then we focus on your sales process to make sure that you make consistent money every single month. So if you haven't joined us already, I really encouraging you to join me for these 8 months together. It's a very small container, only for 10 women. There is also one-to-one session with me, which is very powerful because you get coached by me in private every single month. In this way, I help you clarify everything, and we're making sure that we're moving ahead faster in your business. So this program is amazing. The focus of this program, it's a sales, and we're teaching you how to sell, but mostly how to have consistent monthly recurring revenue, which is essential, because if you don't have consistency in your income, you are very stressed, and that's where the problem in business arise, because you have your income floating. And it doesn't make you feel secure, it doesn't make you feel great, and also you don't know what to do next because you don't have money in the business. So this program is really juicy, and it's for a very small group of people, because I don't work with large container. That was my decision, and I work with only premium committed women. So if you want to change your game, and if you want to really make money in your business and really start to have the consistency so you can plan better your future in your business journey, this program is for you. So to come back to our sales, that's what I have for you today. Very straightforward, and I'm happy to share with you, if you like, the workbook. I will put it down below, and you can use it to overcome objection. But I need to warn you that strategy, it can lead to an unaligned client, because you are forcing the sales. The right customer, you don't need to force anything. They buy straight away from you without you convincing them, without you doing anything. And if you implement my other 3 episodes, you are going to close the sales with ease, without feeling awkward, and everything is going super smooth with no problem at all. So thank you so much to have been here in this series with me. Has been really fun, really enjoyable. I got so many beautiful feedback and comments around this series. So it really has been amazing. And if you have suggestion about which series I can do next, please send me a DM on Instagram. I really would like to know. I was thinking to do something around marketing message, because I know it's a huge challenge for many. So let me know if you have different suggestions, or if you would like me to do another 4-episode series around something else. I really, really would love to helping you out with my podcast. Have an amazing day so far, and talk on Instagram.